Did you know you can write off a Tesla in your business? What if I told you you can also write off a Ferrari or a G-Wagon or any car you can dream of for that matter? Hi, I'm Carla Dennis, the founder of an award-winning tax firm, KDA, and I want to educate you on what a write-off is and how you can write off a luxury vehicle in your business and why this might be something you want to consider before the end of the year. But before you jump in, don't forget, my friends, to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any wealth building information. Now, let's get after it. First of all, what is a write-off? I want you guys to understand because a write-off, in my opinion, is so valuable. A write-off is where, when you own your own business, you can take various deductions against your income in order to lower your taxable income. If you wonder why wealthy people hardly pay taxes, it is truly because, my friends, they are taking write-offs against their income. And they need to be business write-offs. They need to be linked to the pursuit of income. Let's be clear. But once you understand how it works, a write-off can really benefit you. If you're wondering how you can write off a luxury vehicle, you need to ask yourself these questions. The first question I want you to ask yourself, do you use your vehicle to go visit clients? Do you use your vehicle to pick up supplies, to transport supplies? Are you an influencer online and you're using your vehicle in your content as part of your marketing strategy? As long as that vehicle is being utilized to help you make revenue, you can write off your vehicle. I want to make sure it's clear. If you are using your vehicle solely to commute from point A to point B, you cannot use it as a write-off. But if you're using it for business, it is a write-off. So it's so important to ask yourselves those questions because many of you are using your vehicles right now and do not realize I can be taking a business write-off for my vehicle. And many of you also have W-2 jobs and you're commuting back and forth to work, stopping on your way home to transact business, stopping to pick up stuff for your business, and you're not even thinking about it because this is just what you do. I want you to put on your business hat first because I need to make sure that you're getting all of your deductions for your vehicle. Once you have determined that you are utilizing that vehicle for business, then you have to make sure that that vehicle is used 50% or more for business. So that means if you have a W-2 job and you are commuting to and from work, you need to be tracking your mileage to make sure that the mileage for your business portion is at least 50% of the total mileage of the vehicle. Let me give you an example. Let's say that your vehicle has 10,000 miles for the year. At least 5,001 miles needs to be purely for business so that you can write that vehicle off for business. That's so important to track, and that's an IRS rule. So make certain that you are keeping up with your business miles. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, hold on a minute, Carla. Do I have to take the standard deduction and write off miles, or can I write off actual expenses? You can write off actual expenses, but to prove business usage, you want to make sure you're tracking your mileage and keeping track where you're going, why you went there, the who, what, when, where, and how of your business utilization. That is going to be so important. In the event you ever get into an audit, we want to make sure that you can document what it is that you're doing. The other thing you want to make sure of is that you are writing off the utilization of a brand new business vehicle. Now, some of you may be thinking to myself, what does that mean, brand new? I want to define brand new. Brand new means that this is the first time that you place it in service for your business. It doesn't have to be a brand new vehicle, never driven ever before. It can be a vehicle that is used, but this is the first time you're placing it in service for your business because you got to track all the mileage around that vehicle because there's a lot of rules when it comes to utilizing a vehicle for business, the total mileage that you can deduct, and so forth. So that's going to be very important for you. The other thing that I want you guys to consider is the timing of your vehicle write-off. When's the best time to write off a vehicle for business? One thing that I want to tell you, anytime is a good time. But if you buy a vehicle, say for example, you buy that car on December 31st and you place that vehicle in service on December 31st, what write-offs are you going to get for that vehicle? Well, it's going to depend on whether or not that car weighs over 6,000 pounds. When you see people driving G-Wagons and people are driving certain SUV type of cars and they're out on a car lot anytime between December 15th and year end, that is because they are actually buying a car that they are trying to accelerate the write-off of that vehicle. That means that they have to get it placed in service. That means a contract, start using it for at least one day for business in the current tax year. That's the reason why it's so important for you to get your vehicles, get them in service so you can document their utilization so you can get that nice write-off. In addition to taking depreciation, let's also remember your repairs, your gas, your insurance, the interest if you have a car payment. All of those things are write-offable, but remember they are allocated based on the time you place that vehicle in service. If you started using your car for business in January and it's December, you're going to be able to write off all of your expenses from January every single month through December. But if you only purchase that car in December, and if you purchase it after December 15th, and the vehicle is not a vehicle that weighs over 6,000 pounds, you won't be able to get all of the write-offs that you were thinking about. So you may even want to consider waiting and placing that vehicle in service at the beginning of the year. Something for you to talk to your tax professional about so you can make sure you get the best bang for your buck. Now that you know what a write-off is, now that you know exactly what questions to ask yourself so that you can write your vehicle off, and now that you know the perfect timing to write your vehicle off, I now want you to like, comment, and subscribe because you don't want to miss out on any wealth building information. And here's the thing, my friends, wealth building information, because part of building wealth is understanding taxes. Breaking news, my friends. This is a disclaimer. This is not Carla Dennis telling you to go out and buy a fancy car so you can get a tax write-off. Absolutely not. In order for you to get a good tax write-off, it needs to make sense for you to buy the vehicle. You need to be able to afford a luxury vehicle. I don't care what type of vehicle you get. If it's affordable, it's the right car for you. And then we look at the tax write-offs. I'm never going to say, go buy a car just to get tax write-offs, right? Of course not.